Hi guys, that's me here, and I've just finished watching the Manchester United Man City game, I should say. I'm not going to ruin the score for anyone who didn't watch, but I'd say if you've recorded the game, skip the first half. It's not worth watching. Just watch the second half because it is worth watching. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Now this video is going to be about what do Man City need to reclaim their championship, title really, Premier League, because although okay, I'm going to have to say something. Man City did win today. I won't give away the actual score, but there was a very nice goal from Aguero. Although, they did win today, they're still very unlikely going to win their championship. If they do win the championship, they're still going to need to cover some of these positions anyway. If they don't, then maybe, they won't need to as much, but they'll be able to attract even better players. As you can see, the 5 positions I've focused on are centre back, central defensive midfielder, central attacking midfielder, a left forward or a left winger, and a striker, and just more depth in general. This is going to be very expensive to get quality that I really think they need. So maybe they just need a bit more depth and a bit more better depth, and to get rid of players like Tevez, Silva, Kolarov, Kolarov had an alright season, but he's getting old now. Lescott needs to go. I'm definitely Maicon as well. That's 5 that I can think of just top of my head. There are others that they need to get rid of. But anyway, I'm going to jump into the team. I've set up all this thing with faces. I think it's pretty cool. It took me 15-20 minutes to put together, so I'd appreciate a like on this video. But yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, I haven't decided to do it all one by one. I don't know what the word is, releasing them to you if you like. I've said not to go with that because I thought you could look at them all. Obviously you can see them all there. I'm not going to go through them now, but all their new signings there and what I believe their prices will be if they do decide to go for them. And I want you to just think about that, and then at the end of the video leave a comment on what you think of my prices. First of all, do you think those price ranges are realistic? Fellaini I know is, because that's his minimum fee release clause. The others they could vary, but yeah. So I'm just going to go through the team first of all. I'm going to go through the whole team and go over all their team. So first of all, it's Joe Hart in goal. Obviously he hasn't had his best season, but I think he's had a pretty much solid season anyway. If he had better defenders, then I think he would have had a much better season. Only one major mistake. Obviously there's been a few little mistakes also, which is just unfortunate, but overall I think solid keeper, still relatively young, so no point in getting rid of him. Now at right back, Zabaleta has probably been Man City's player of the year so far. I think he's been their best player, most consistent definitely. Maybe at the start of the season I don't think he should have been in because of Micah Richards, but Micah Richards has had some injury problems. And overall I think Zabaleta is just the right choice to go with. I believe Micah Richards is injured right now. Micah Richards has filled in at centre back quite often. I believe he is their next best centre back after Kompany, because let's be honest, Toure, Lescott just past it now. So yeah, I believe Zabaleta doesn't look like too many clubs are coming in for him. He's about 28, 29, so maybe 2 more seasons and then you look at Michael Richards taking over full time. Maybe bring Richards through a bit more. I believe he has got real potential. He's still relatively young, so yeah, I'm a really big fan of Richards. So yeah, anyway, first centre back is Vincent Kompany, or Vincent Kompany as some people like to call him. I just say Vincent, it's easier. Rumours of him going to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Barcelona is the only one I can see actually putting in a bid for him. Maybe Bayern Munich because they're going to have a lot of money. Real Madrid, I don't think they need to. They've got Varane or Varane or Varane, however you want to say it. They got Pepe, who's still good despite being relatively old, and they got Sergio Ramos, so they really don't need another world-class centre-back, and I believe they've got the best centre-back in Varane. I believe he's the best centre-back in the world this season. So yeah, but Kompany could easily stay. I believe they need to keep hold of him if they're going to win next season. Literally, if they don't keep hold of Kompany, even if they bring in someone like, or Hummels is the next one, I don't think, if Kompany leaves, I don't know, is there a better centre-back really they can attract to City if they don't win the league? I don't think there is. So they really need to keep hold of Kompany, at least for this season anyway. So yeah, that's all I'll say. I think he will stay at least one more season. So yeah, And the next centre back is Mats Hummels. I believe he'll cost around 20 to 25 million due to the fact that Borussia Dortmund didn't win the league. I believe last time I checked they were in 3rd position, which is a bit of a shock. I might have changed. Go away, Villa, my cats. Come over here. And go away, I'll distract you later. But yeah, I believe Dortmund were in 3rd position last I checked. But they might have moved above Leverkusen by now, but they're not going to win the league. In a very similar place to Man City, where they were just miles behind. Villain, can you stop? Oh, she's being really annoying, my cat. Let's just ignore her. But yeah, I think Hummels would be, you know, the ideal centre back to come in, slot in beside Kompany, and barring injury, this back four would be brilliant. Villain, stop that. God, just snuggle down like you were a second ago. But yeah, I think Hummels would be the ideal replacement, and the only really one, the ideal signing for centre back, and the only real world class one I think they could attract, possibly Chiellini from Juventus. I'm trying to think of other players in Italy. Oh, she's actually scratching the sofa now. Stop it! Oh, I might have to put her outside or something. No, but I think they can attract Hummels because Dortmund, unless Dortmund win the Champions League, which I don't think is going to happen, I think they can attract him because they're in similar boats, but City have more money, it's simple as that. Hummels may not want to leave. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for the Hummels thing now. Left back, I think Clichy. Simple reason is I don't think there's a better left back they could attract. Baines possibly, well, he is definitely better. Whether he'll go, whether he'd stay at Everton, I don't know whether they bother going for him, to be honest. They couldn't get anyone else in the Premier League, could they really? And there aren't really many better left backs in the Premier League. I'd say Evra, what's his face, Arsenal, Monreal, and Cole and Baines, and then that's it. As for foreign, you know, possibly Cohen Trowell. He's been linked with Chelsea more than City though. But I just wouldn't bother with Cohen Trowell. I think Clichy's just as good as Cohen Trowell, or Quan Trowell, however you want to say it. I'd just say stick with Clichy. I think he's good enough. Toure again linked away, but he's signed a new contract now, so he's staying pretty much definite. I'm not going to say too much more on that. De Rossi, he's been linked to City for about 2 seasons now. You always see his name pop up in City's transfer rumours. I believe they really need someone like him now, someone who's actually just going to sit there and dominate, you know, attacks and stop them getting through. Toure could do that, but I think he's better when he's doing like a box-to-box midfielder role. So that's what Toure's better at. De Rossi would just be the perfect signing, I think, for City. He is quite old, so only 20 million. I say only 20 million. He is a world-class player, so yeah, 20 million is an absolute steal for a player as good as he is. But he'll be 30 at the end of the season, so Roma might look to cash in on him. Although, really, if he leaves, they haven't really got any world-class players left. Lamela one day will be, I believe, and Totti once was. But really, top players, it may take a bit more than 20 million, but I think they could do it with just about 20 million. But he would be perfect for City, I think, and him alone, signing De Rossi and Hummels, they're the two main players I think they need to sign. Next up is Fellaini, 22.5 million, and really this is a massive rumour that's just come, you know, everyone's linking Fellaini with City. It's likely to happen, but 22.5 million is his release clause, easily easily affordable for any team like Manchester United, City, Arsenal, or even Chelsea. Tottenham could even probably afford it if they had to, if they wanted to even. And I think it's going to be a real struggle for Everton to keep hold of him. There are also rumours of him going to Juventus. I personally wouldn't like to see that because I love Juventus at the moment. I wouldn't want to see Fellaini wasted there because I don't think he'd get into their team, quite honestly. Also rumours of him linked to Inter Milan. Again, I don't want to see him there because I just never watch Inter Milan. I want to watch Fellaini week in, week out, which I might do at Juventus, but oh no, oh my god. Let's just throw something at her. 1 second. There you go, I threw a thing at her, and hopefully she'll start playing with that now. No, she's not, she's gone back to the bag. Oh, I hope you can't hear this. I've run out of things to throw. I've got a pillow actually, just in case she'll start up again. Anyway, what was I with Fellaini? Was I with? Yeah, I was. But yeah, he just, again, you look at Fellaini in that team and you think, hang on a minute, look at the height in that team. Kompany, Hummels, Toure, Fellaini, Cavani, and De Rossi is also good in the air. You know, Suarez and Aguero, you never know, if they get a bit of space at the back post from a corner, they could do something. That's the thing, only the one thing that's missing from this team is a corner taker. Suarez probably could, and Aguero probably could. That's the one thing I think is missing. But yeah, Fellaini I think overall would be a good signing. I'm going to go on to Aguero next and leave Cavani and Suarez for the end. So Aguero obviously not really been linked away, has to stay though. And you know, he's their best player. Well, he's one of their best players at the moment. Had a couple of injuries this season, but hopefully he can stay away from them next season. Hopefully we can really see a good City team, because they are really attractive to watch when they play at their best. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on Aguero. And then in terms of Suarez, yeah, again, he'll cost a lot. You know, 35 to 45 million. He's only been linked away. You know, it's only been hinted with teams with Champions League football, and it's pretty likely that City will get Champions League football, especially after beating Manchester United. I think they. Right, that's it. You're getting the pillow. There we go. He didn't actually hit her, he just scares him away. Anyway, 35 to 45 million I think would be enough to prize him away from Liverpool, although they did spend 35 million on Andy Carroll. That's why I was thinking more towards 45 million. I think they would go for 45 million, to be honest. If Suarez, you know, really wanted to leave, I think Suarez would take the move. It's not too far to move in terms of distance, so he has got a family, you know, so I think he wouldn't mind moving. You know, obviously a lot more money at City. So yeah, but I think Suarez would just be the perfect player to sit on that left side, behind Cavani up front, who will cost between 45 to 55 million, depending on whether Italian clubs go in for him. Because if an Italian club like Juventus tries to come in and get his release clause, I think Napoli would take a lower cost. And it's the same thing with Falcao. I was tempted to put Falcao in here, but I don't think that. I think they'd rather go for Cavani, or that's more likely what's going to happen anyway. Also, Falcao I think is going to Chelsea. I'm not sure if that's definite, but there have been rumours of, you know, him being there. Anyway, that's for another day. Cavani in this team would be an absolute brilliant player. He doesn't necessarily need someone to whip in the crosses, although it would help if there was an actual winger in this team. But I don't think that's the way they like to play. Really, you know, at the moment, literally they don't have an actual winger apart from Scott Sinclair, Man City, and I don't think they're going to go and buy 4 wingers, are they? Which is basically what you need, or 3 even. You need basically at least 4 wingers if you're going to play a wide game like that, and you're going to have someone like Cavani or Dzeko up front. And there have been rumours that Dzeko may be involved in a deal for Cavani or Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski is more likely to happen, but I thought I'd put Cavani in here because more people have looked at I've heard about Lewandowski. I thought I'd just start this transfer rumour. Not really start it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, stop rambling on. Yeah, I think Cavani would fit into this team very well. 45 to 55 million though, again, it looks like an expensive 5 players to add, but at the same time, if they do add them, I think it's pretty much definite that they're going to win the league title if these players play to pretty much their potential. But anyway, I'm going to show you exactly how much this costs, all tossed up. So yeah, stop scratching, total cost is... So overall, they would have to pay between 145.5 to 167.5 million, which for me is worth it if you're going to be winning a league title and you do have that much money. Whether they'll actually decide to pay that much, I don't know. Whether they'll bring in a few of those players, I think any of those players will really help them, but they'll also need to add money onto that for money, just to build the squad in general, which some of the money though will be hopefully raised by them selling players like Silva and Tevez. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and tell me which team I should do next as to who should improve, how they can improve their team, and where they should improve their team. Thanks and goodbye.